Chuksu. You can do this. You can do this. Good day, traveler. Is there something I can, help you with? Is it that obvious? Yes, I am. Well, no, not really. I've come to ask Sulahkeesh, a former agent of the Shadowscales, to help arbitrate a dispute. But speaking to an assassin, even a retired one, is a terrifying prospect, to say the least. Well, if you don't mind, to introduce the issue, if nothing else. The dispute is between Nurhe and Pahisa, who both claim rights to a nearby saltrice farm. They've already both agreed to accept Sulahkeesh's decision. Thank you, Biko. You've at least given me time to work up some nerve. And please, be mindful to show Sulahkeesh only respect. It would be best not to invoke her anger given her past affiliations. Both defendants claim inheritance of a saltrice farm previously owned by the now deceased Kimaru. Nurhe, a local trader, claims the farm as collateral for debts owed. Pahisa, egg-sister to the deceased, claims it by familial association. The Saltrice of Murkmire don't exactly have laws as understood by outsiders. Small disputes are handled by an arbiter of both parties' choosing. This could be anyone, though it tends to be the tribe's tree minder. I worked for Kimaru for several years. As a neutral third party with an interest in the farm's well-being, I volunteered to arbitrate. Unfortunately, all attempts at negotiation have failed so far. I worked for Kimaru and her alone. While Pahisa was present, she did little to help the farm. I barely even spoke to her before this dispute. I just want the farm to be in good hands. Simply put, the Shadowscales are an order of assassins that have been present in Blackmarsh since time immemorial. Among the Saltrice, they are both feared and respected. Sulahkeesh is of an advanced age, which is a rarity within her order. The Shadowscales serve Blackmarsh in many ways. Their role in our society is much more nuanced than mere killers. They help keep the natural order of things, as it were. Sulahkeesh has simply decided to take a more direct approach to that role. I don't believe so. Their order may be secretive about their practices, but I doubt many are so open about their judgments. However, Sulahkeesh has now granted Lilmoth her wisdom many times. She will see the right path. In this, I have faith. The Saltrice of Murkmire don't exactly...
No need to come any closer, stranger. I can hear you just fine from there. Yet you are not Chukzu. Lost his nerve, did he? He may have a way with words, but still lacks the will to speak them. A shame. I will help with this dispute, but need you to be my eyes. As you can plainly see, I lost my sight long ago. I need evidence if I'm to properly judge. Speak with the two claimants, Nurhe and Pahisa. Seek their truths, yes, but also their lies. Both will help my decision. It also wouldn't hurt to check the farm itself. The midge lingers. Do you seek anything else? Naturally. Speak. We are ones born under the shadow, trained as assassins and given over to the Dark Brotherhood. Those of us fortunate to live long lives, however, must learn to serve Sithis in other ways. So I have become a Kuvaste, an agent of needed change. Many think of death as an end. This is only partially correct. Death is also a beginning, a cycle turned again. The Shadowscales see this more clearly than most, and so we are tasked with sharing our wisdom with others. Sometimes, quite suddenly. Disputes stem from a refusal to accept change. This creates stagnation. A stuttering tongue cannot be trusted to say what must be said. Sometimes, the words can be coaxed into being. Other times, it must be cut from the mouth. Right to the point. Tell me, how old do you think I am? My, what a charming little liar you make. I'm much older than that, of course. When my eyes began to fail me, I knew my role was fated to change. I now honor Sithis through my guidance, rather than my blade.
Judgment, we and strife. Tribe and east, sky and sun. All connected, all are one. All connected, all are one. Sitting beneath its swaying leaves, hearing its words within the breeze.
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles.
What do you want? That sniveling little slug. Chuksu is supposed to handle this himself. Well, what more do you want to know? The farm was my egg sister's, so it belongs to me now. A fair claim by anyone's standards, I would think. No. But why would she need to? Of course she would want me to have the farm. All I want is to sell the damn place and move on with my life. Look, it's all I have left. That and Kimaru's grave stake by the docks. Her memorial, of course. When a Saxhleel dies, their lives are honored with the carvings on their grave stakes. If you're so curious about who my sister is, why don't you go look for yourself?
Yeah!
I'm about to head up to the new Root Whisper village.
Have you
Wanna
heard
come
that
along?
Zero Dillic Collections managed to obtain the golden...
Up to, Dark Toads, and watch your step. This pier is made from wicker and prayers. I've no time to chat. It is a busy day, and I need to make sure this shipment is off before the next tide. Take your business elsewhere. The Shadowscale? I see. My claim on that farm is as watertight as my trading vessels. Kimaru, may she be at peace with the Hist, owed me several debts before she departed. That farm acts as collateral. It is as simple as that. We were business associates. I would buy her salt rice crop and sell it in far-off Senchal. The cats like to put moon sugar on it. When Kimaru fell on hard times, I offered a loan. Unfortunately, she died before it could be repaid. That skooma Adel Kuda couldn't tend a crop if her scales depended on it. She may be Kimaru's egg sister, but she cares nothing for that salt rice farm. It would be run into the muck before the next season. Of this, I have no doubt. As the Dryskins would say, an idiot. You have but to speak to Pahesa once to see the truth in my words.
There is no moisture in what you are doing.
The Muth-Nam monks use an ancient Daedric artifact to heal.
Do not be a limp fish.
Very
You did right coming to me. I sense there are more coils to this snake than a mere property dispute. Welcome back. Your footfalls have a very peculiar quality, did you know? You bear much weight on your shoulders, I sense. No doubt you have spoken to the claimants. Tell me, what have you learned? Ah, and from what Chukzu has told me, she also plans to sell the farm. Most likely to pay off the debts she undoubtedly has with such a habit. What of Nurhe? And so it all comes together. Paheza steals from her egg sister to pay off her debt to Nurhe. The salt rice farm suffers as a result. Nurhe uses this to his advantage and forces Kimaru into debt as well. The answer is now clear. The two parties must meet. Acquire oil from both a mature bog willow and a perfumed snapper. You must keep these oils separate, of course. Give the bark oil to Nurhe, and the snapper oil to Paheza. It is a Shadowscale custom. The oils help separate those who cling from that which they cling to. In this case, a dispute which has lasted far too long. Have patience. Soon all will be clear. Have both Nurhe and Paheza rub the oil into their scales and tell them to meet at the town's entrance. There, the matter will finally be put to rest. In Murkmire, the decision of a Shadowscale is absolute. Chukzu may have sun-blessed intentions, but one cannot merely ask an eel to fly. It must be pierced by an arrow and shot upwards. This you shall see.
Though the Saxhleel generally choose to live in tribes based around...
I was told this was a tour of the wondrous mysteries of Murkmire, not a trek through some desolate swamp.
What? Did my lady not realize that Murkmire was a swamp? What else could you possibly expect?
I simply cannot believe this lizard swindled me like this. I was promised a wondrous tour. Wondrous! And so far, all I've gotten is bugs in my hair and my shoes drenched in swamp water. How was I... What do you mean, how was I swindled? I already told you. I'm expected to pay for bug-filled linens and treks through the swamp. I was told I would be exposed to the beauty and mysteries of Murkmire, and that was not delivered. Well, no, but it's common sense that I should be offered these things. Why, they laughed in my face when I asked for a carriage. I'm not satisfied, and I'm not paying, and that's that. What? You really think she would do that? Oh, what am I saying? Of course she would. She's a lizard, after all. Oh, very well. I'll pay. Get me back to Lilnorth before something...
Many thanks for your help, Pico. I thought I'd never get her to change her mind.
Though the Saltrice generally choose to live in tribes based around a history.
Ah, my esteemed Biko. I'm sure you come with good tidings. After all, my claim is as strong as the roots of the hist. What? Rub oil into my scales? Whatever for? Negotiate? Is the matter not settled? All right. I'm not foolish enough to go against the Shadowscale's command. Besides, my words are sure to sway all present. Good luck getting Baheza to even bother attending. Or even speaking her case coherently, for that matter. Oh? Not surprising. We wrote a lot of letters to each other. Baheza would often conduct business on behalf of her egg sister. Just what do you think you're implying? You listen to me, mudfish, and you listen well. My business is all above board, and I do not give one lick of a toad's backside what you think you found. Now go jump on the bog.
Get yourself a drink. I'm about to head up to the new Root Whisper village. Want to come along?
Your eyes are as lovely as muddy puddles.
You again. Here to tell me the Shadowscale's judgment, are you? Well, let me hear it. Negotiate? With that spineless Kuda? Fine. Besides, it's about time that someone put Nurhe in his place. There's no doubt that the Shadowscale will agree with my claim. What's this? Smells like perfume. I'll do as the Shadowscale asks, of course. Not stupid enough to go against her wishes. And I'll attend the meeting, too. Make no mistake. Finally, a chance to put Nurhe in his proper place. I hope the Shadowscale makes him eat his tongue. And I hope he chokes on it. Oh, so you finally caught wind of the truth, did you? Nurhe's the whole reason I'm like this, you know. Gave me my first bottle of skooma free of charge. The bottles afterward, of course, were plenty costly. What do you know? Who are you to judge me? It was different before, you know. I had a life, I had a family, and now I have nothing. Nothing but a muddy scrap of land that might let me finally move on from this swamp pit. it. Shut up! Just go away. I won't hear another word of this. You're lucky there's a Shadowscale involved, or I'd burn down that whole farm just to spite you all. Then no one would get anything. Is that what you want? Ugh! Just go away!
Thank you both for agreeing to this negotiation.
Of course. Far be it from me to deny the wisdom of a Shadowscale.
Oh, please. Let's just get this over with.
Before we begin negotiations, I want the two of you to shake hands, amicably, to show your good intentions in coming here.
What happened? What did you do?
What was asked of me, I resolved their dispute. I entrust the farm to you, Chukzu. You do best to not disappoint me. And so, the farm now belongs to one who is worthy of it. I'd much rather pass such judgment with my own hands, of course. But at my age, this is the best I can manage. I saw the needed resolution and acted accordingly. That is all. My rulings are always just, though not always pleasant. I thank you for your aid in the matter. Here, a reward is only fitting. In the name of Sithis, I have brought about the needed change. That which hindered has been removed. That which must be, shall be. Ah, to have the admiration of a midge. Should I be honored? Truly, you must be acquainted with many who hold your opinion to quite a high standard. But I act from the will of the Dread Father, and he alone. Your words hold no weight.
I think I have to lie down for a moment. And after that, it's off to get the farm back in order. Let's just hope I can honor Kimaru's dedication. Elsewise, well, I don't want to think about the elsewise.